Hi everyone, I'm back online. Pain med's still kicking in periodically, but doing better. Today I've got a whole bunch of scans that I wanted to put in. I thought I'd spend a little bit of time for those of you trying to do this yourselves to show my process. Right now I'm in Photoshop. I'm getting ready to throw everything in, and I want to have a space that's a little bit larger than the actual pages I'm working with. All this is doing is me taking the information off the scanner, throwing it into files. And so for each one of these, I'm going to make it a multiply layer. Start with the last one first. Better name that. So here's layer 26, and here's frame 24. Multiply. Now all I'm going to do is, with the V tool, line up these dewhackers in the corner. This is onion skinning. I'm just trying to get the frames to kind of lay on top of each other nicely. Let's see. That I think's pretty good. That I think's pretty good. So frame 24, 26, 24, 26, 24. Okay, that's going to be pretty good. Here's frame 22. Throw frame 22 in. So all I'm doing here is getting my frames to line up in Photoshop frame by frame. I can't go exclusively by my crop marks, but I'm just trying to get this onion skinned out so that when I save this now, my goal will be to be able to crop all these images in a single fell swoop and then export the whole bunch as a nice uniform file. Now I'm going to pause my recording, do some more work, and I'll come back in a second when I'm ready for the next. Okay, here I am back. I need more memory. So I've got all my frames lined up so that Rainbow Dash approximately is where she needs to be, frame by frame by frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. And my crops, or my registration marks on the side, my little pencil ones, don't fully expect them to always work, but generally speaking they look like they worked okay. Now, because my scan, the problem I'm trying to fix is that my scans are all different sizes, and lining these things up inside FrameMaker is kind of tedious and awful. And I'm going to create a fixed size tool. I can remember how to do that. Seems like there used to be a way to do that. You know, to say, hey, I want my tool to be, I want to select an area. Oh, here we go. Fixed size. I want to select a size of 960 pixels by 540 pixels. So now when I click, oh dear heavens, of course, this is a 300 dpi file. So my scans are 300 dpi, so that means that my X width has to actually be 960 times 300 divided by 72 is 4,000 pixels wide. 1, 2, 3, and again, let's see if that's correct. Tab out of that field. No, that's not correct. Okay, it's 72 dots per inch. It's 960 divided by 72 times 300 equals 4,000. Bugger, I'm not figuring this out right. I should have a number, something in the area of, oh gosh, how big is that? Where's my inspector? My info. Actually should have something in the area of maybe 2,500. I think that's actually a pretty good selection. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to give up for now. I'm going to crop this file to that size so that I've cropped all of my scans down to a single size. And now I'm going to create my 72 dpi output. 72. Oh, I'm awfully close. I'm awfully close to the final size that I need for my 540. Okay, so I'm converting that down. Zooming in. Sorry, I'm still a little bit groggy. I've got a lot of meds underneath me right now. And I'm going to try to finalize a width of 540. Let's see how that looks. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm going to cancel it. You know what? I'm just going to save this as it is. So here's my first set of animation, the hard way really, of Rainbow Dash coming in frame by frame and doing the entire sequence that leads up to her singing. Be back in a moment. I'm going to save this out as individual files, and then we'll try making a GIF. Okay, again, if you've got a copy of Photoshop and ImageReady, then this really makes life a lot easier. I've saved the file out as a PSD out of Photoshop, and now I've opened it inside ImageReady, and I'm going to export my layers as files. I believe I am. I'm just going to call it frame. And we're going to export all layers, one format for all layers. Let's use a PNG because I just like that better. I don't need transparency, don't need that. And we're going to call our new folder October 4th frames. It's nice to be able to be at a point where I have enough frames that I can actually start doing things. I want to name the layers frame underscore and then a number. And got to deal with the cat fast. No, don't walk on the scanner. Please don't walk on the scanner. Good boy. Okay. Then close that file. And now, oops, boy, I just launched something. What did I launch? Oh, I've launched Excel. That's great. And I only got one frame. Well, be back in a moment. Well, I've tried a few things and none of them have worked. Every time I try to save something out of Photoshop with layers and then open it up inside ImageReady, I'm getting a single layer in ImageReady. But I see I have a script that's called Export Layers to Files. Oh, great. Okay. Oh, this is wonderful. Then here's something we can do. We can save these by hand one frame at a time. So I turn off all the layers I don't want to see, and I just save for web one frame at a time. Save as PNG, wait for it to load, and here is my frame 10. So I'm going to do this for a while. I'll be back. Okay, almost done. Just thought I'd bring you back. I'm going to turn off frame 24, turn on frame 26, save for web as a PNG with no metadata, no transparency. And this is frame 26. Misnamed that. And I don't need Photoshop anymore. We're going to change the name of that. Frame 26. Now I want to be able to open up ImageReady and import folders frames. And it's going to be the October frames file. There it is. And now when I play Rainbow Dash, yes! I have a Rainbow Dash coming up. There it is. I haven't done any color correcting on any of these images. They're a little bit jumpy up and down, a couple of pixels here and there. Looks like in some of the drawings I didn't consistently draw her right eye, like there. Panel 24, I forgot to do that. Frame 24, but I'm gonna keep working with this. See how far I can get today. Save this out as a flash movie. And I think I already did one for October 3rd. Let's see where it is. October 3 test. Let's save it over that. Place it. Saving. And in a matter of seconds, ta-da, we have our flash, and there it is. That's pretty interesting. Now I'm going to get that loaded into Flash and see what I can do with it there. Okay, I went into Flash, copied my frames that I'm working on just for this sequence, created a new, copied these, and pasted everything into it. And what I've got now is just the sound and just those first few frames. And now I'm going to import my new video, which is probably not going to work very well, but at least I'll get the frames in, and I'll be able to. Oh, great! I can't do it that way. I have to open it. Open my October 3rd flash, and then replace frame by frame. There we are. Got that nicely done. Okay, now I'm going to do some replacing of frames. Sorry it's a little choppy today. Still kind of figuring this out as I go along. I'm finding out I'm having trouble pasting stuff into Flash, but what I've got now is my new images are 540. As you saw, I was working on that smaller size in Photoshop. Kind of realized that was a mistake, but it actually gave me something interesting inside Flash here. So as I'm working along through these existing frames, frame 10, rainbow shows up, and I've got the larger original down here, the 950 by, or 960 by 540, and then here I've got the 540 smaller frames that I've just drawn, and I've inserted those up here. Let's call that October 3rd. And the you can see, oh, I've got a little bit of a disconnect there between the frames. I'm a little bit behind, or in front of, not sure. That's closer. So I'm only going every 2 frames here. So first frame looks okay. Next frame looks pretty good. Next frame, yeah, about right. Next frame, whoops. How off am I there? I'm off by that much. So that looks like frame 14. Did I paste the wrong frame 14? Looks like I did. So let's get frame 14 back. Go here, frame 15, frame 14, frame 14. Come on, work with me. And then frame 15 should still be that frame 14. There we go. And then frame 16 is the new frame. Let's go frame 16. Yeah, I've got her eyes open on frame 16. May have made a mistake. That looks pretty accurate. Still pretty close. Opening her mouth a little bit too soon. And here I'm already closing her mouth. So I may need to go through and reline up these images, reline up my frames. But for now, let's export this. And we'll call this October 3rd. We'll save it as a QuickTime movie. And we'll get the sound in there so we can see what that looks like. There's that, 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 and October 3rd movie. Come on, QuickTime, open. That's not too bad. I'm actually pretty okay with that. That's that's pretty interesting. I think I'm getting closer. Um, I'm actually pretty happy with that as a first pass through. Oh gosh, I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'm actually pretty happy with that. That seems like I'm getting, yeah, I'm starting to get some lip movement there. Even though it's not quite dead on, it seems like I'm getting something that, even though it's hand drawn, is syncing up with the music pretty well. And even though I'm only going 12 frames effectively um, instead of 24, I'm already getting something that looks kind of fluid and looks like it actually is representative of the video. So, okay, so here we are, the 5th day since I started working on this at all, and I've actually got Ben Dream, a word, Ben. I've got the word Ben and the beginning of the B sound, and I think I've kind of captured the B, and it's enough different from what the original was doing that I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and save this out then as a separate video and put that up on YouTube just to see where I'm at for now. But yay! I mean, seriously, yay! And I guess that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow.